The old man just swallowed a blue pill, hoping to prove he still got it. But as soon as he walked toward the beautiful woman, a sniper rifle was aimed at his heart. Before the old man could react, his apprentices burst in with guns and shot him several times. The old man never expected that as a professional killer about to retire, he would die at the hands of his apprentices. However, when they went to report to their boss, the yellow guy seemed preoccupied. It turned out that their killer company had a rule that killers had to retire at the age of 50. But the company didn't want to pay retirement benefits, so he came up with a plan: use new employees to kill old employees. This way, not only would they avoid paying retirement benefits, but the new employees would also receive a reward. However, what was troubling the boss was that the next assassin to be eliminated was no pushover. He was the strongest assassin, Duncan, who was just 2 weeks away from officially retiring, and because of his exceptional skills, his retirement benefits amounted to tens of millions of dollars. To save this expense, the boss gathered all the assassins in the company and planned to set a trap for Duncan to fall into. The assistant then called Duncan with a deceptive offer, an assassination mission with a reward of $2 million. Duncan didn't agree immediately, but asked the assistant to send over the target's information. As a top-tier assassin, since learning that his colleague had been assassinated, he had sensed something was amiss, so he deliberately said he would consider it. After hanging up the assistant's call, Duncan quickly reviewed the target's information. Upon learning that the target was an obese man, he swiftly identified the obese man's hotel, disguised himself as a construction worker, and intentionally created noise in the hallway to provoke the irascible obese man into coming out. The obese man fell for the trap quickly. He immediately tried to teach Duncan a lesson, but Duncan was already prepared. He picked up a nail gun and killed him. After taking a photo of the dead fat man, Duncan called his assistant and said he had taken on the fat man's task, but that half the deposit must be paid before starting. The assistant thought Duncan had fallen for the trap and immediately transferred $1 million to him. But the next second, the fat man's death photo was sent over. This instantly stunned the assistant. Before she could react, Duncan demanded the remaining payment. The assistant finally saw how formidable Duncan was. The boss was furious upon hearing the news and immediately dispatched the most elite assassination squad to confront Duncan in a life-or-death showdown. On the other side, Duncan had retired to a remote mountainous forest. As long as he remained alive for a week, he would receive $1 million retirement bonus. There, Duncan met a beautiful neighbor. He thought a happy life awaited him, but what he didn't know was that he had already been targeted by the assassination squad.